Hello and welcome to another edition of Conspirator Brock's Pull List. This is my pull list for the week of December 12th, 2018. We are almost on Christmas. The next few weeks, just so you guys are aware, next week will be a normal week, but the week of Christmas, there's not too many books coming out, but shops should still have product on Wednesday the 26th, if hopefully they got their shipments correctly. And for the following week, for New Year's, there'll be books coming out as well. And again, hopefully shops got their books on time, so you'll get your books on January 2nd. But this is for the week of the 12th, let's get right into it. First up, we have the Batman Annual number 3. This is written by Tom Taylor, not Tom King. I'm excited to read it. Tom Taylor does a great job on Injustice and a couple other titles, so we'll see what he has in store for Batman in Annual 3. Big book this week, emphasis on actually big, and that is Batman Damned. Number 2 is out, magazine size, yay, from Brian Azzarello and Bermejo, Bermejo, I got it, Bermejo. So yeah, Batman Damned 1 basically had Batwang, and it went crazy. The book itself was good. I enjoyed it. It came out in September, so it's been a while. So a lot of people are probably like, huh? Batman Damned is still a thing? Well, hopefully it is, at least for the 3 issues it's supposed to run. But Black Label itself from DC, I have no idea what's going on with that. There is a huge amount of potential for Black Label from DC, but really all it seems to be is them using Black Label as rebranding stuff that they think is a little more mature than the normal average comic, which is sad because Black Label would allow creators to be a little more free in what they do with the characters, and yeah, I really like the idea of Black Label, but I don't know if DC can recover from the kind of really bad start to Black Label and kind of the little bit of disappointment in Black Label so far. Me myself, I've said numerous times that Black Label would be, is a really great idea. The Batman Damned, the Wonder Woman story, I think there was a Justice League story as well. Like there was some stuff that was solicited, kind of, hey, this is what we were thinking of going with. But beyond that, it adds so much to what potentially could be Black Label. I personally would love to see a Black Label Jimmy Palmiotti and Justin Gray Jonah Hex book. I think that would be fantastic. And there are a lot of other characters as well that lead very well to kind of the Black Label or more mature, dark, like that kind of vein, adult-ish type books. I'm not talking like porn or excessive violence, but more mature themes, more along the lines of stuff that you, as an adult and a reader of comics, have come to appreciate. So, yeah, that's my Black Label spiel for now. Next up is another book that would probably fit perfectly on Black Label, and that is The Batman Who Laughs, number 1 of 6. Scott Snyder and Jacques are teaming up again to give us a mini-series about the Batman Who Laughs. Yeah, really looking forward to this mini-series. The Batman Who Laughs was a great villain introduced in the Metal story arc, and so I'm really curious to see where they take him, since I think this is based on what happens after he gets out of the away from Joker and the Legion of Doom. So we'll see. Next up we have Batman at Detective Comics number 994. We are counting down to 1,000. This starts Peter Tomasi's run on Detective, which I'm super excited for. If there is any book you should definitely probably try and pick up, it is Tomasi's Detective. Because Tomasi is just one of those writers that's solid and good. Everything I've read from him I've really enjoyed. He's not something that people scream like it's a Jeff Johns or it's a Tom King or it's a Scott Snyder, but Tomasi is just a really solid writer in the comic book industry, and I cannot praise him enough for the work he's done. But I'm really super excited for his Detective run. So check it out, pick it up. And, counting down to 1,000, why not? Next up, we have The Flash, number 60. Joshua Williamson gives us more of what's going on with these other forces that Barry Allen is investigating. So we'll see what happens with that. I've really been enjoying the Flash series, so I can't wait to see where we go. Next up, we have Robert Vendetti's Hawkman, number 7. I've enjoyed the story so far. It's really, really cool. Kind of this Hawkman is not only has he had past lives, but he's had past lives in different times, in different realities, on different planets. Like, it's all over the place. Just has a huge depth to the Hawkman character that I don't think we've really seen yet, and I've really enjoyed Hawkman so far. So if you're curious, track down those early issues and check it out. Next up, we have Justice League Dark, number 6. The team is traveling to, I can't remember where, but they're basically trying to, they're traveling to some other dimension. They have to do something. Yeah, that's pretty much a standard trope. But Blue Devil is back, and we shall see what happens with that. It's funny that this comes out when DC, I guess, has just announced that they've cast a guy from 90210 as the Blue Devil. I don't remember in what show, but definitely something that I'm like, ooh, interesting. So next up, there's a book that we seem to get every year, and every year since we've got it, I've really enjoyed it. I think this is the 3rd year they've done it, but that is DC's New Talent Showcase. Every year, DC does kind of a writer and artist like class, and these new creators come in and write stories and basically make a comic book with DC, with with a lot of the DC big guys being mentors towards them. So it's definitely something to see where, like, you might want to check out this person or see what this person's doing down the road. I've really enjoyed them since they've come out. So if you can, I would suggest checking it out. It's probably a book that stores probably didn't order too many of, just because it's an $8 price tag. But if your store can still order it, I would definitely recommend picking it up. It is one of those things where it's just a good read, and it's really cool to see the new talent that's coming out of DC. Next up, we have Oblivion Song, number 10. The last issue had something really crazy happen, so I'm curious to see what happens now. Really good stuff from Robert Kirkman. I really dig it. Art is fantastic on it. Next up, we have Meredith Finch's Rose, number 15. I've enjoyed Rose since it started, so I'm curious to see where this story goes. It's not something that I would necessarily jump out and recommend to people. It's definitely something that fits in a niche, like taste-wise, but I've enjoyed Rose for what it is, and I'm really curious to see where it goes. Not so much world building has happened in the book, and I think that might be the one thing that it's lacking. I really wish we got a sense of what this world is a little bit better, but I like the characters, and the story's been good so far. Next, we have just a really fun book, and that's Scooby Apocalypse, number 32. Ever since this came out, it's just a fun read, month to month, about Scooby and the gang in a post-apocalyptic world where nanites have turned people into monsters. Really crazy stuff, just fun stuff. Next up, we have Shadow Man, number 10. This volume series, whatever you want to call it, Shadow Man has been really good. I've been really enjoying it, so I do recommend it if you are wanting to check out something a little different, but good stuff. Next up, we have Suicide Squad, number 49. And yeah, this is the last. So there's only one more issue after this. Issue 50 ends this run of Suicide Squad, and then it will probably pick up in a couple of months. I think it's supposed to be with Brian Azzarello, or Greg. I think that's who's supposed to be writing, which would be really good. And technically, Suicide Squad would be another Black Label title if they really wanted to push the envelope. We'll see. Next up, we have an extra-sized anniversary issue from Supergirl, number 25. Mark Andrenko has done a fantastic job with Supergirl and her journey to find out who destroyed Krypton, basically, and I really have enjoyed it. I can never pronounce the new villain's name, but yeah. good stuff. Next up, we have a book that might disappoint me immensely and make me very furious and make me maybe not want to read any more of this character for a while, and that is Superman number 6. Apparently, Jonathan's back, but people are hinting that it is not Jonathan, but it is in fact Superboy Prime. If it's Superboy Prime, I am probably done with this book. I hate Superboy Prime. Superboy Prime is one of the worst characters in the DC universe, or any universe for that matter. It's just, I just don't like the character. I've never liked the character, and they just keep trying to bring him back, and it's like there's a reason he should just go away forever. Superboy Prime sucks. Let me know what you think about Superboy Prime in the comments below. Next up, we have Titans number 31. Kyle Rayner has responded to the Titans' call for help, so we'll see what happens after that. What happened at the end, so we'll see if they got home. Next up, we have Wonder Woman number 60. This is basically the third issue in Wilson's since Wilson took over. It's not been as good as the prior creative teams on this. The art's good. But I'm not sure if I like where Wilson's story is going, but we'll see. Only a handful of issues in. It's not bad, but it's not knocking my socks off like some of the other stuff has. I did pick up some variants this week. I got the variant for Batman Damned, the Jim Lee variant there. Awesome stuff. And yeah, technically I did get a second copy of this awesome Harley cover, but shh, don't tell anyone. Next up on the variant list is the Batman Who Laughs. Got the Greg Capullo variant there. They did do a blank cover for the Batman Who Laughs, so I snagged that one up. Detective Comics 994 had a great cover there. Flash for issue 60. Kind of fun. Justice League Darks. I liked the one for issue 6, so I snagged that one. Rose had like 3 covers. I only got this one, so I only got 2 out of the 3. Suicide Squad, of course, had a one for 49. Amanda Connor did the one for 25 on Supergirl. And last but not least, we have the awesome Wonder Woman variant for issue 60. So yeah, and I did pick up a graphic novel this week, and that is the hardcover version of Harley Loves Joker by Paul Dini. This collects the backup stories in Harley Quinn from issues 17 to 25, and the 2-part miniseries Harley Loves Joker. So yeah, great. It's just Paul Dini, Joker, Harley, great stuff. Harley, I love Harley. So yep, that's out today as well. And that's it for this week. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments down in the comment section below. Let me know what you're picking up, what you're getting, all that wonderful stuff. Somebody asked me on the comments last week if I liked Martian Manhunter #1. It was not. I don't think it is. It's being praised as like another, like a vision from Tom King, but I don't see that in it. Maybe issue 2 will change my mind a bit, but I was not really impressed with issue 1. I'm going to keep going with it, but I may drop off of it if it doesn't snag my interest fairly soon. But yeah, it's definitely just not one that I would say, oh my god, you have to go pick this up, like I did with Vision and Mr. Miracle. So we'll see. Yeah, so leave your comments and questions and all that stuff down in the comment section below, and I'll either answer them or maybe I'll answer them on another video. You can follow me on Twitter. My handle's @BrockSager. You can also listen to me on the Comics Conspiracy podcast. We just finished recording episode 379, where we talk about... What did we talk about? We talked about some news and some other stuff. We didn't do any listener questions this week. We just kind of plowed through some topics and stuff like that. But you can check out the episode in the description below. There's a link for it. You can also help me and my fellow conspirators out through Patreon at www.patreon.com/comicsconspiracy. For as little as $1 a month, you help us with hosting fees, getting food sometimes, and getting products. So thank you very much to all our Patreon backers. It helps out immensely. If you want to help me out a little more directly, any of the links on conspiratorbrock.com. that go to Amazon. You click on those and buy something. It helps me out a little bit. Any of the links that are here on the YouTube channel for Amazon, you click on those. Those help me out a little bit. And also, if you want to help the store I work at, Comics Conspiracy, and you like digital comics, you can go over to Comics Conspiracy, or you can click on any of the links on any of my pull list posts on conspiratorbrock.com, and those links will take you to the Comics Conspiracy page for that book. We get a little cut of it, so thank you to everyone who buys digitally through us. We appreciate it immensely. You kind of have to do it on the computer, not on the app or on, yeah. So that's pretty much it for this week. I did not finish watching the Elseworlds crossover. We actually recorded a double last night to cover while Ryan is gone next week. Yeah, I got home way too late and couldn't watch it. Hopefully tonight I'll be able to check it out. I may do a review video for it. I may not, but we'll see. And Aquaman is coming up in like a week. It's like almost here. Like Aquaman is almost here. I'm super excited. So yeah, 21st. So, but other than that, hope everyone's having fun with Christmas shopping and the holiday season and all of that. But tune in next week, because guess what? I'll see you next week.